Hey guys, Lindsay here.
And Marissa. It's still cold here in Minneapolis, in case you're wondering.
It is.
It's bitter. Like negative numbers, bitter.
We're also extra chilly due to the fact that we are juice cleansing.
Juice cleanse! We're kind of bummed out about our juice cleanse experience this time.
Yeah.
Because when you juice cleanse for the first time, ever, like you feel like you're dying the first day, like potentially you've made the wrong decision and your body's shutting down.
Like you kind of feel like you're getting the flu, actually.
It's pretty terrible.
At least we did.
But then all of a sudden you start to feel like really good and you have like tons of energy and you're like, it's like awesome. But now that we've juice cleansed, we have juice cleansed 3 times now. The second time we had to cut our juice cleanse short because I juiced an onion and it was not a sweet onion and it was bad. And it like burned going down, like burned your stomach. And so we had to eat lots of bread and things to like absorb it and make it stop burning like you want to die. And then we went over to our neighbors for like a full-on meal after that. But the thing about that was that we actually didn't feel any different. Mm-hmm. And I should denote that since our first juice cleanse, we have been smoothieing and juicing regularly. So we've changed a lot of like how we've eaten since the first juice cleanse. But therefore, all the next juice cleanses don't have that like amazing sort of you feel like shit and all of a sudden you feel amazing. So we're juice cleansing. We started on Thursday and it's Saturday now. And we basically feel the same as we did before. We feel pretty normal.
Yeah.
Which is bad for a juice cleanse. I mean, it doesn't make you feel as like you're making tons of steps in the right direction, but makes us feel good in that we're already on the right direction. Like we're already doing all of this stuff and eating pretty healthy, so we don't have that like enormous amount of like toxins being released from our skin.
Yep. It so happened that the last couple of juice cleanses, I was either coming onto or going through my period at the time, and it didn't work. Like I felt hungry all the time and I would daydream about food all the time.
But even the energy, like before our first juice cleanse, like you have to juice cleanse every 2 hours. You have to juice every 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So we would have our first juice and then we'd have this burst of energy, the sugars, and then you would like crash. And in 2 hours you would be like, oh my God, I have no energy. I can't do anything.
It's true.
And so that doesn't happen to us anymore? Like,
to be fair, it did happen yesterday a little.
Okay, but it happens to you in the car all the time. Whenever we're in the car, whether we're eating normally or not, Lindsay gets in the car, we run errands, and for some reason, being in the car and running errands makes her starve.
It drains me of energy, just in general.
Yeah. So, like
it's very stressful, and I don't like it, so.
But I can say that it didn't happen to me. I mean, I was like, right, I need to juice, I need something to eat, but I wasn't like out of energy. I couldn't like carry in the bags or like the dog. I carried in the dog food. I never would have been able to do that on the first juice cleanse. I would have been like dragging it behind me. And my body is also telling me that it's fine, so I feel just like what's the point? Like, I need to get writing. I need to get this done and finished, and so I just need some food.
Yeah.
Number 2, it's freezing and it's free. When you don't have food.
When you don't eat regularly, like meals or just food in general, we've noticed that we get really cold. I mean,
you
like,
don't have fat to burn.
You're bone chilling cold. Like my whole body, like my core is cold. Not just like my hands and my toes and whatever. It's just
like you got to get in the shower cold.
Yeah.
And so it's already negative degrees outside. We keep our house cold. And we're freezing because we're not eating.
Yeah.
And so all of those things combined, we're like, let's get pizza. And so we did.
Although now we are currently eating some peas.
What I was going to say is when you do your first juice cleanse, you power through, you do like 3 or 4 days, you actually start to want to change your diet. And that's what we did. Mm-hmm. We did 4 days. We came out feeling amazing. We changed our diet for a long time after that. We juiced every day. We juiced every morning. Mm-hmm. I would smoothie every afternoon. Now we tend to do smoothies more just because we don't, like, you have to prep to have that many vegetables. Or like here, you got to do that in the summer.
Yeah, it's hard because like, and since we don't have a car, it's hard to go get the vegetables.
Right. So I don't juice as often, but sometimes we would juice. And But I definitely smoothie. We get tons of greens every day. We eat a lot healthier. Mm-hmm. And that's just the way it is, and therefore our body has to rid less toxins.
I will say the very first time we did it, it's really hard.
It's terrible. It's awful.
It's not fun.
I think I was whining so badly in the kitchen that I thought, I was like, are you sure this is what our body wants us to do? Are you sure? Because mine is revolting against me. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, Marissa was like, oh my god, I have a headache. I can't, like, if my skin hurts. Like, I feel like I'm getting the flu. I don't feel good. Yeah. I have no energy. Like, it's really
tough.
Couldn't
do anything. Couldn't do... Yeah. Hudson was like...
But then, if you get beyond that point, and, like, when we... Like, the day that we were ending our juice cleanse, we felt really good.
I didn't want to eat. I actually didn't want to go back to eating. I felt so good.
Yeah.
It was amazing. But then, when I think about it, maybe we feel a lot better in general every day.
I think so.
You know, we don't have a car, so we're walking most places that people drive, even though it's freezing.
Yep.
So we feel pretty good about ourselves. We also did get, we went to a movie, a neighborhood theater, the late movie, and then we didn't realize that the bus didn't come. So we had to walk all the way home, and it actually is not a bad walk.
It's not a bad walk. It was
the fact that it was midnight.
That was a little more scary. But there were cops around, and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure whether to feel happy about it or sketched out that there had to be cops around.
Yeah, there must have been like
something was going on because there were
4 cops, different ones, and they weren't like chasing someone or like. They were just kind of like meandering through the streets and the alleys.
Yeah.
We also do have the upgraded rape whistle, which is the thing where you pull the pin and it makes an extremely loud noise. Mm-hmm. We really do. Like, I really do feel like we're getting our dose of vegetables and fruit every day, which is odd.
You saw us... Well, if you haven't, we have a video of us making smoothies, and we stuff a lot of kale and greens.
We eat a lot of
kale and a lot of greens. And we do that basically every day. I will say, though, when you come off a juice cleanse, typically you need to... It's basically like instead of juicing your things, you need to just eat your
wean your body back on.
We're rambling now, so try a juice cleanse. It works, except not after you juice a lot. Let us know if you've ever juice cleansed, or if you try it, let us know how it goes, because we're interested.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace out.